So, thank you. We were very excited when EmpowHER reached out to us. EmpowHER Institute's programs serve to support BIPOC girls in marginalized communities in developing the necessary school skills and to boldly break ceilings, embrace the power of their voices, engage in social justice, and end generational cycles of poverty. How could any of that be bad? I was so excited to hear about this group. So today you're going to hear about opportunities to play an integral role in helping these girls in Los Angeles County. So I would like to introduce to you Kiana Keith, who's the program director, and Lauren Zika. And Kiana, if you just want to go ahead, and then afterwards, Lauren, just say a few words about yourself, and then we'll get into the presentation.
Yeah, thank you so much for that introduction, Kelly. My name is Kiana Keith. I'm the program director for EmpowHER Institute. So that really just means that I oversee all of our programming. We have the EmpowHER Academy, EmpowHER Girls Academy program, which is our middle school program. And then we have our EmpowHER Leaders Academy, which is our high school program. Very excited this summer, we launched our EmpowHER Social Justice STEAM Camp over the summer, and that allows our girls to explore kind of the intersection between STEAM and social justice. So I oversee everything programmatic, including the volunteer component. So that's really integral. When I started sharing a little bit more about our programs and the components of it, mentorship is an integral piece of that. And so I oversee the mentoring component as well. I've been with the organization now for 5 years. And in total, I have 13 years of experience in the nonprofit sector, really focusing on developing and managing programs that support youth in marginalized communities and communities of color. So really passionate about the work, and I'm excited to be here to share more about what we do here at EmpowHER and how you can be a part of really impacting girls in LA County in a positive way.
Yes, and hello, my name is Lauren Zika. I am an AmeriCorps Vista for EmpowHER. And in that, it's national service, and so working on the volunteer infrastructure to help alleviate poverty within LA County. I learned about AmeriCorps when I graduated Humboldt State University with an environmental studies degree, because community outreach and youth programs are extremely important to me. So it's been a pleasure working with mentors, and I'm excited for y'all to learn about our opportunities to join our network. And thank you so much for being here.
Great. Thanks. So now I will share about our program, and we'll talk about opportunities for you all to get involved. And then we'll carve out some time at the end to answer any questions that you all may have, and just talk about next steps of if you're interested in becoming a mentor and making the commitment to empower girls in LA County. Then Lauren will be able to give you some information about kind of what that looks like moving forward. So EmpowHER Institute's mission is to empower girls and young women in marginalized communities by giving them the skills necessary through education, training, and mentorship to enable them to become confident, college, and career ready. So, you know, mentorship is a part of our mission, and we really we have seen firsthand, but also research has supported the fact that mentors really have positive impact on the lives of youth. So youth who have mentors in their lives are 96% more likely to refrain from risk behaviors. They're more likely to be involved in extracurricular activities at their school, and they have higher levels of confidence. And we've seen that through the program and through the interactions that our girls have had with their mentors. So we know that it's really, really important, and that's why we seek to provide our girls with mentors throughout the school year. Our vision is we envision a world where every girl is provided the opportunities and resources to embrace the power of her voice, to make informed decisions about her body and her future, to break generational cycles of poverty, and contribute to the creation of a more equitable society. So that is really what we're trying to do with our programs and our work with our girls. We're really unique in the sense that we're the only gender responsive organization in Los Angeles County that provides social and emotional learning course during the school day. There's a lot of programs that come into the schools and their after school programs, but we are integrated into the school day. So our girls take EmpowHER as an enrichment class at their schools. And again, we're working, all of the things that we're doing is we're aiming to help our girls boldly break ceilings, embrace the power of their voice, engage in social justice, and end generational cycles of poverty. So when we talk about, ending generational cycles of poverty, we're talking about having conversations with our girls about, what's their relationship with money? What is their family's relationship with money? What is their mindset around that, right? And not just about, saving, but what does it look like to understand investments, to understand generational wealth and building generational wealth, and changing mindset. So we have those types of conversations with our girls. With the high school program, we provide paid internships for our girls to be able to go into companies and learn more about these different career fields. We're really intentional about creating opportunities where we're exposing our girls to career fields where women and women of color are traditionally underrepresented. We also have job shadowing opportunities for our middle school and our high school program, just to be able to connect our girls with different careers. We really like to focus on exposing them to STEAM careers because we know that STEAM really, those are the jobs of the future, and there's a lot of high demand for those types of jobs. So all those things go into creating more opportunities, exposing our girls, and providing resources so that they are able to break generational cycles of poverty. Our curriculum and our program is trauma informed. It is gender responsive. So we're looking at what is it like to be a girl and having conversations around that. And not just a girl, but layering on all the layers that the girls that we serve have. So a girl, but also a girl of color, a Black and brown girl from marginalized communities. So we're really taking those things into account when we have our programming, our curriculum, presenters, and we have conversations, right? We want to be realistic about our girls' lived experiences and how that impacts how they navigate the world. Our curriculum and our program is culturally inclusive. We're operating from a social justice framework. So things like equity and making sure that all of our girls have the resources and access that they uniquely need to thrive, right? Because the resources and access that is needed looks different for each person. So making sure that we're taking into account that individual need. And then also making sure that our girls are able to participate and have a voice, right, in the decision-making process. And so we really listen to them for everything around our hiring practices. Our girls actually sit in on a demo facilitation, and then we take their feedback into account when we hire instructors that work with them. But we're also looking at ways to have more student voice and student leadership. So we're developing a youth advisory board, and those girls will be able to really give us input in helping us make decisions around programming. And then the president of the youth advisory board will actually get a seat on our board of directors and be a full voting member of our board of directors. We do include STEAM. We have an initiative, so it's not integral to our programming. We focus on social emotional learning and development, but we are very intentional about creating opportunities for our girls to engage in STEAM. whether that's our summer programming, our summit that we have every year in April. We make sure that we have several workshops that are STEAM related. And then we also connect with other community organizations to provide scholarships for our girls to engage in STEAM workshops and summer camps. And social emotional learning, again, is key to our programming. We have two programs, as I mentioned in the beginning. We have our EmpowHER Girls Academy. This is our middle school program, and this is really where we serve the bulk of the girls in our program. So this year we're looking at serving 600 girls, and this program really focuses on social emotional learning. So we have a curriculum that is EmpowHER's intellectual property, and also mentorship. So this program, we provide mentors to our girls and a group mentoring model. So one mentor will be assigned 2 or 3 girls, and they will work with that group of girls for the duration of the school year. And then we also have field trips and summer learning opportunities for our middle school program. The middle school program covers a wide variety of topics, ranging from self-esteem to coping with emotions, to relationship building, conflict resolution, financial literacy, college and careers. So we cover a full range of topics. Every month, they will focus on one topic, and they will have 3 classes to really delve into the topic. And then the 4th class is the mentor day, and they're able to share their learning with their mentors, and then also get a perspective of what they're learning with their mentor. So asking about whether it's self-esteem or self-care practices, when the mentors come in, really getting their mentors' take on, okay, so what are some things that you do for self-care, and continuing the conversation from that perspective. EmpowHER Leaders Academy is our program for high school girls. It initially started as an alumni program. So what happened was our girls matriculated to high school, and then they came back and said, hey, we still want mentors. We still want to be connected to EmpowHER. We still need the support. We still need the resources that you all provide. What can we do? And we listened, and we formed the EmpowHER Leaders Academy program and began to work with our girls from 9th grade through 12th grade. 2 years ago, we opened up the program to all girls in LA County because there was just such a high demand for the program. And we said, look, we can't continue to turn away girls because they didn't participate in our middle school program. So we have opened it up to all girls in LA County. And this one really focuses on topics and issues that are relevant to our girls as they are navigating through high school, but also preparing to go to college and enter the workforce. So we have one-on-one mentorship. And for our high school girls, we match our mentors with the girls based on career interests. So like this year, we had one of our girls let us know that she wants to be an aerospace engineer. And so we quickly went and found a mentor who is an aerospace engineer, so that she has someone to really talk to and guide her through what is it like to go into this major, what is it like to go into this career field, and really have some real conversations about being a woman in an industry that's male dominated, and then also being a woman of color, and what does that look like, and what are some things that she can do to be able to navigate those spaces. We also focus on workforce development. So again, those paid internships, those job shadowing opportunities, having panels where we bring in women and talk to our girls about the different careers that they have, and really having some real conversations about what did it take to get to where they are. And what were some of the challenges and some of the barriers or hurdles that they had to overcome to get to the position that they are. And then we also do have, we have field trip opportunities for our girls as well. We always like to do at least one field trip to a college campus because we think exposure is really, really important. The sooner and the more often we expose our girls to college, the more they're able to see themselves right there. So that's really our focus for the high school program. Another big component of that is scholarships. So for all of our graduating seniors, we provide them with some sort of scholarship to help them make that transition from high school to college. This year, we had 3 graduating seniors, and they all received scholarships anywhere from $3,500 to $5,000. Our EmpowHER Social Justice STEAM Camp, again, this was something that we rolled out this summer. We're really, really excited about it. And it allows our girls to really explore the intersection of STEAM and social justice. We brought in social justice expert presenters. We had STEAM camp counselors who were really, really experts in their field. One of them is a marine biologist. And actually she's a Black woman who's a marine biologist. So just being able to expose our girls to those types of careers, but also being able to see women and women of color who are in those fields are really, really important. And they were able to explore topics like gender equity and looking at the pay gap between women and men. And then breaking that down by, women, Black women and Latinx women, and how the divide is even greater when you compare it to white women and men, right? They also learned about youth activism and how can they as youth be really involved in their community, and things that they can do to affect change. And so those are really, really important pieces to our STEM camp. We want to really expose them to STEM, but we also like this unique intersection where we can talk about these are some issues in our community and how can we use STEAM to raise awareness and advocate for change in our community. And looking at the overall impact of our program, 100% of our 8th graders matriculate to high school, and 100% of the girls who are in our EmpowHER Leaders Academy actually graduate and gain acceptance to college. And we are really, really excited about that. And not only getting them to college, but it's also making sure that they're supported throughout their college career and they're able to graduate, right? Because there's a certain level of supports that our girls need to be able to get their footing and be able to navigate through college and sustain themselves through graduation. So we also stay connected to our girls and are building out a mentoring program for our college girls. So that's something that we're going to be working on over the next year, is to roll out a more robust mentoring program for our college girls. Some areas of impact is our program. We have seen it really boosts our girls' confidence. And you can see 90% of the girls who complete our programs develop a success plan to complete school and pursue a professional career. And 80% of the girls report that they feel more confident in their abilities upon program completion. So it really is about helping our girls see themselves and see their full potential. And mentors do a lot of pouring that encouragement and that support into our girls, and really helping them to see that they are capable of doing whatever it is that they put their minds to. So that's really our program overall. And so I wanted to share a little bit more about, okay, so this is our program and mentoring is a piece of the program, but how does that mentoring component work and how do I fit in as a mentor? So our mentoring program, and I'll stop the share here. Our mentoring program really allows professional women to come in and support our girls. Our EmpowHER Girls Academy program, like I said, is group mentoring. So what happens is if you sign up to be a mentor, you will be assigned a certain school site. Right now, we are in 6 middle schools and we are in 1 high school. And our schools are in Los Angeles, Inglewood, Gardena, and Playa Vista. So mentors sign up to work with our girls, and you select what school site works best for your schedule. And then you will be assigned to that school site for the entire year. And you will work with your mentee group, your same mentee group for the entire year. Mentors come in once a month on Mentor Day to the school site to work with their mentees. Are embedded into our curriculum are Mentor Day activities that align with what our girls are learning. So if our girls are learning about self-esteem that month, the Mentor Day activity will have something to do with self-esteem. And as a mentor, you will get a mentor brief 48 hours before the mentor session that says, hey, Mentor Day is coming up. This month, our girls have been learning about self-esteem. This month's Mentor Day activity will consist of, and it'll give you a detailed description of what the mentor activity is so that you're aware of what you'll be doing. And then when you come to the school site, you'll be greeted by our EmpowHER instructor and you'll be welcomed into the class. Our EmpowHER instructor is going to always be there to help facilitate the introduction, set up the activity, and then you break off into the group with your mentee and you'll be able to do the planned activity with your mentee group. So that's what the typical mentor day looks like. As far as the commitment, it's once a month. Our EmpowHER classes are typically 1 hour. We do have one site that's like I think it's an hour and 15 minutes just because the slot that class fits in is a little longer than 1 hour, but it's typically 1 hour once a month. And that's your commitment. You don't have to worry about activities to do because we already have that planned for you. And then for the high school program, it's the same thing. We have 2 different implementations. So we have our Saturday program and we have our school-based program. So for our Saturday program for the high school, the Leaders Academy, the Saturday program meets on Saturdays from 11 to 1. So if you signed up for that program, you would be committing once a month for 2 hours. And the school-based program is once a month for 1 hour. So the school-based high school program is similar to the middle school program in the execution. It's 1 hour once a month at the school site. So that would be the commitment that you would be making. The difference between the middle school and the high school is the high school is one-on-one mentorship. You would be assigned 1 mentee and we would match you based on that mentee's career interest if it aligns with your career. So that's really the commitment and kind of what it looks like. As far as what requirements are to become a mentor with EmpowHER, we do ask all mentors must be 21 years of age or older. They must attend an EmpowHER orientation and training. And the training just covers everything that you would need to know to really start mentoring with our girls. So we cover what is mentorship, how do mentors help our girls develop, do's and don'ts, and all of the logistics and paperwork things that need to get done for you to be cleared. We also have a background check process. We do require a proof of a negative TB test. And because LAUSD has come down with a mandatory vaccination mandate, that means that all of our mentors who engage in mentoring with our girls and coming onto the school campuses must be fully vaccinated for COVID-19. And that's just a strict mandate from LAUSD that we have to comply with. That's it as far as the requirement. Lauren, let me know if I missed anything, because Lauren is our volunteer coordinator and she goes through all of the documentation and clearance process with volunteers. And so let me know if I missed anything, but that's really what the commitment is and the requirements are to mentor with our girls in the Empower Her Girls programs.
Great.
So
That's great information. I took a lot of notes, and that, of course, in the chat was somebody direct messaged me to send them your information because they had to jump off. So that was
okay.
But that's great. So I'm sorry, Lauren, you were gonna go, or are you ready to open it up for questions, or you had something to add? I'm sorry.
No, Kiana did great. That's all the mandatory documents needed. And I believe if we're ready to start the Q&A, it looks like Carol has a question.
Yes, good morning. First of all, I want to say this is amazing. I grew up in South Central LA, in the community where there wasn't a lot of opportunity. And oh my God, if I had something like this, it would have been incredible. So I kind of just want to know the next step if you want to volunteer, because I'm retiring next year, and I've been looking for, I recently just got my teaching certificate at the extension school. And so I wanted to go the route of pre-K and TK, but now this sounds so interesting. I've done mentoring through church groups when I was younger. So I just wanted to know, what is the next step? I kind of want to get into the volunteering now, just to kind of, test the waters. So I just want to know, what's the next step?
Yeah, Lauren, you want to take that?
Yeah, of course. So our programs are actually starting up next month for the school-based program of middle school and that one high school. And so we are looking at the week of November 8th being the start of school site options.
Okay.
And so you're able to see, the time and the commitment in terms of where and when, and you're able to really make that decision based on your availability. Okay. And so for next steps, please email Kiana and myself. And so I'll put our emails in the chat.
Perfect.
And then that way I could relay all of the mandatory documents for you to get
Okay.
it. And
I happen to be in the city of Gardena.
Wow. Oh,
This
perfect.
is like aligning, aligning up with everything I've been actually looking for. So
I knew it. I
know, Kelly. It's yours, Kelly. Yeah.
Yeah, and Carol, it's interesting that you want to go into teaching. Well, we're in a period of expansion. So next year we're looking at bringing on a minimum of 3 additional schools.
Okay.
And I will be looking for bringing on academy instructors who will actually instruct the EmpowHER classes. So if that's something that, once you kind of, get a little bit of a sense of a feel of the program, and if that's something that you're still interested in, we will be expanding into new schools next school year, and I will need more instructors to actually facilitate the EmpowHER class.
I'm definitely interested. So I'm emailing you guys right now. Yay. So thank you.
Yeah.
This was powerful. And also, is that PowerPoint presentation available?
Yes, Kelly, do you want me to send it to you?
We recorded this, Carol, if you want me to just send you a link to this, or would you rather have the deck?
I'd rather have the deck, actually.
Okay, yeah. Kiana, if you just email it to, or you can email it directly to Carol because she just emailed you.
Yeah, because I kind of want to read through it. It was I was so excited. I didn't read through all your stuff. So,
I love that.
Yeah.
So thank you, ladies. This is awesome.
Yes, and in general, if anyone is interested in becoming a mentor with EmpowHER, Lauren is our volunteer coordinator, and I will be assisting with that. So what you can do is send me an email. Did Lauren, you put it in the chat, Kiana@empowher.org, and we will get you and started in the process. I have a training coming up on November, Lauren, is it November 5th?
Saturday, November 6th from
No,
10 a.m.
And
yeah,
where is it located?
It's going to be a virtual training.
Oh, good.
So if you want to, this will actually be the last opportunity to participate in the training and get cleared to start November.
Okay.
If you can't, yeah, so it's going to be November 6th, and we'll invite, if you're interested, just email me, Kiana@empowher.org, say, yeah, I'm interested in the mentoring program. I'll get you signed up for the training on November 6th. And then I'll follow up around the documentation. We send out, there's a packet that you get, it's a mentor packet. It has all the information that you need, everything that you need to submit to us is in the packet.
Great, thank you.
Hi, I'm sorry I was a little late. I was trying to get into the meeting. I have a question for you. Are there also opportunities to be a guest speaker at some of these events? Because I have an exemption, so I'm not vaccinated. However, you know, I have the same, I was a teen mom. I went all the way, I've gone through a lot of the stuff that these girls have gone through, are going through, experienced just about almost everything you can, including tragedy and everything else, and getting my degree and moving up. So I would love a way to be able to share my story with them, especially those that are, you know, have found themselves in similar situations and stuff. So I don't want to be like completely just, you know, discarded because of the whole vaccine thing, but I would like to just some way, you know, be able to help.
Yeah. And Angelique, when you shared just a little bit about your background, it parallels to our founder, Betty Lamar's story, and really what prompted her to start EmpowHER. And we really believe like sharing these stories, these lived experiences of, hey, this is what I've gone through, and here I am on the other side, are really important. So our high school program, our Leaders Academy, lends itself more to guest speakers. And so there's certainly opportunity to be able to bring you in and speak with our girls. You and I can have a conversation offline to kind of what that looks like. And as long as it kind of fits into what we're doing in the topic and the conversation that we're having in the program, then we welcome having some guest speakers come in.
Okay, that's great. And then do you guys plan on bringing this program like closer to the San Gabriel Valley area? Because that's where I'm located, in San Gabriel Valley, you know, Covina, Pasadena, you know.
Yeah, you know, and we know that is certainly a high need area. And it's on our radar. Our growth plan is really to expand from LA County out. And so we will be looking at that over the next 2 years to be able to expand into different counties in California. But yeah, it is on our radar. We know that it's certainly.
Yeah, the San Gabriel Valley is LA County. It's just like right before you hit like the IE, you know, and all that.
Yeah. So we're
the outer part, I guess, is where I'm at.
Yeah. We're certainly have a vision to expand, and that's one area that is on our radar.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, I am also an instructional designer and trainer. So there's a lot I can probably help with.
Yes. Email, please send me an email so you and I can kind of touch bases offline.
Sounds good.
I put the training link in the chat. It's an Eventbrite link, but also feel free to email us, you know, for any next steps.
Carol, you had a question?
Or did you just not put your hand down?
No, I'm good, thank you. I'm just sending an email.
Put your hand down.
Oh.
I'm so excited you still have your hand up.
No, I'm multitasking. We're having a big
sure
today in the store, so I'm multitasking.
Oh, great. Thank you, Jessica. So Our emails verbally for those who are watching this recording later, it's Kiana@empowher.org. So KEYONNA @empowher. So EmpowHER.org. And then mine is Lauren, LAUREN @empowher.org.
Great, thanks. Oh, this is so exciting. Does anybody else have any questions, comments? I know a bunch of you came in later, so I was happy to see that.
Thank you so much, you guys. This is great.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you all for attending and allowing us to share more about our program and the mentoring component. If you're interested in mentoring, please email me. Or if you have any questions that come out, like maybe after today and a question pops up, just feel free to send me an email. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions or kind of guide you through the process of becoming a mentor with EmpowHER.
And if by some chance you didn't get the emails, you could always email Staff Assembly and we'll make sure you get their information. Thank you all for coming. If you enjoyed this Learn at Lunch, please let your colleagues know about our Learn at Lunches. To check the Staff Assembly calendar for, oh, hello, somebody's coming in now. Hello, person who's coming in to see the last 5 minutes. Yes, if you liked it, please let everybody know about it. And if you want to know more about Staff Assembly, I'm the VP of Outreach. I'd be happy to come speak to any of your groups live or virtually for a few minutes about how we advocate for staff and what we do as a whole. So please let us know. Just contact me, Kelly Goodman, through Staff Assembly. And thank you, Kiana and Lauren, again. Like I said, I was so excited about this program. And I'm like, Carol, as soon as I retire, you're going to have to stop me with horses to get me from mentoring. I am so excited to do this. So thank you all.
Yeah, thank you so much, Kelly. Look, we can't wait. We can't wait to have you working with us. I love your energy, your passion.
And I love that.
Let me know.
I will. And I love that it's STEAM and not STEM, because I'm an actress and comedian and improviser, so I can certainly do that. So
yeah,
I love that you add the arts to that too. So thank you all for joining us. I'm going to give you about 15 minutes back of your day to spend how you like. Thank you again, and hopefully we'll see you at another Staff Assembly event or at Kiana and Lauren's next training session. Thanks, everybody.
Great. Thanks.
Great job, Kiana. Thank you.
Thanks.